Chad Hasty Show, News Talk KFYO. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Of course, everyone's talking about the coronavirus. That is the big deal. Our next guest, let me just say, I'm a fan of his pillows. I am. I got 3 of them at the house. Mike Lindell, the CEO of My Pillow, joining us here on the Chad Hasty Show. Mike, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing real good. We're very busy here.
Y'all are. You know, it is. Y'all are one of those great businesses here in the United States, which is really taking on the coronavirus pandemic by switching gears of what you normally do to help out the medical community. Tell our folks what y'all are doing.
Well, about 3 weeks ago, I said, I talked to heard from the president. They want to get everyone their shortage of masks and everything, and I took 90% of my production and switched it over to making these face masks, these cotton face masks. And I had to find out what all the specs were. They didn't want latex. There's a lot of little things that the hospitals can't have and stuff. And it took a couple weeks to get the right specs, and then it took 4 days to completely train these people, flip them over, and now we're making about 10,000 masks a day. I want to ramp up to about 40 or 50,000.
Wow, that's that's amazing, and it shows just the all hands on deck mentality of what you're doing, and there are other companies that are looking at doing different things than what they normally do. What do you think that says about just American businesses?
Well, it's amazing. It's just like, you think you go back in time and think of all the other crises we've had, even all the way back to World War II when Pearl Harbor got bombed. The whole country got involved overnight almost, and then you had 9/11 where we came through that and everything, all these things, the aftermath of how everybody got through that and got prepared for to make our country safer. And I think that's what's going on now. Everybody's getting involved in the private sector. It's uniting us as a country. And, we're all one people. We're all helping. Everybody's helping any way they can. And I'll tell you what, when we come out of this, it's the footprint that's afterwards. And that's why My Pillow will probably stay in this business, because I want to make sure the manufacturing, as does our great president, that not just comes to our country and stays in our country, here, but the medical supplies. When 90-some% of our medical supplies were coming from overseas, that's never going to happen again, not on this president's watch.
Yeah, visiting with Mike Lindell, CEO of My Pillow. And how is your business doing overall? I know you have a great business. Like I said, we're fans of you. How's the business going?
Yeah, it's been really, in the last month, it changes almost daily. We lost all our shows about a month ago, so all these families that work on the road that do home shows and fairs from all across the country, they lost their livelihood immediately because they can't do their shows. Then our stores were all shut down. But then, now everybody is at home watching TV, so they're seeing my ads, so it kind of offset that. And I'm able to get my people that were on the road, get a lot of them employed because they can work my call center. So we're really shifting employees, and we're getting through. And we were able to move our production because our production's down. We're able to switch. I switched 200,000 square foot one of my buildings into full face mask production. So, wow. And it's affecting our other. We have 3 other companies in the country that all make stuff for My Pillow, like our toppers and our mattress toppers, all this stuff made in the USA. And we've switched them over to partial mass production too. That one's in Connecticut, one's in Massachusetts, South Carolina, or North Carolina, northern Minnesota. So we're adjusting to what's going on and just to help people. And it's kind of it gives me hope. I'll tell you, anyone out there too, I want to say, you're sitting at home and, we had, you just go back 2-3 months ago, we had this great hope. The economy was roaring. Everybody was employed, it seemed like, and consumer confidence. And, having that hope to look forward to. But we come out of this, we're going to be a safer country. And if you're at home now, I just encourage everybody to keep the faith, read your Bibles, get with your family, and enjoy your family time, and but we will get through this.
Yeah. Mike, what is we've got a lot of small business owners right now here in Lubbock where, who they've been deemed non-essential. Their businesses are shut down, or they're trying to find different ways to keep going. What would be your advice to them?
Well, I think to have the confidence that with the package that just came out of Washington, and we're all in this together. There's going to be different things, and everyone's always asking me, well, what's it going to look like? Well, how are we going to do this? What about our rents? What about all this? Well, nobody's been down this road before, but just know we're all in this together, and it's going to be, I guess, 99.99% of everything people worry about don't come true. So, like I say, we can just know that everyone's feeling the same, and keep praying, but keep the faith. And I think that everybody individually, you have so many different footprints out there. Some are going to be affected more than others. But I really believe that once this, coming out of this, it's going to be a different footprint. Some small businesses that are really hurt, obviously, I'm sure there's going to be a lot made up with the government, but also it's going to create new industries and shift industries. Like, I encourage a small business to really look at their own industry and try and see how are you going to be affected coming out of this. Mm-hmm. Not just what's happening right now where the money's going down, but what am I going to look like coming out of this? Because people are going to change their habits of what they're doing. If I owned movie theaters, I'd be very concerned to get the people back. I think most businesses, things are going to come back, but you got places where sporting events. I think they're going to have a lot of health regulations put in, or health things where, I know they're working on these sanitizers where maybe they'll last 7 days and be hand sanitizers that last 24 hours. So people will have the confidence to come back again. But, I just encourage people to keep the faith. We've gotten through, the United States and the world has gotten through so many things. And this is just one of these things we don't know. We're getting through it. We're going to be very well prepared next time around, but this time it's all happening in real time, and we just got to look at yourself individually and try and do things that you can get prepared for when we do start. Everybody does start coming back to work, and their businesses being reopened. Yeah,
visiting with Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow. Mike, I'm assuming everyone can still go to MyPillow. I know y'all are supporting the nurses and the hospitals out there. People can still support y'all by purchasing your products as well, right?
Yes, and I want to encourage people too. I do, and I don't usually do this, but I will say this. Before this happened, I spent 7 years writing my book, my memoir. I even bought my own paper. I self-published. It's called What Are the Odds? I wrote it. It's such a story of hope, but the money from that is going to help launch the Lindell Recovery Network to help. I used to be a crack cocaine addict, and this book money is going to help launch, when we come out of this, one of the biggest programs ever to help addiction in this country. And so I encourage people, if you go to mypillow.com, if you get my book, I'm also going to give a $25 gift card for MyPillow. But it's a great thing to read. It's going to give you hope while you're sitting at home. You can get the digital version. You can get it, the online. But that's something encouraging where people can read at home and give people hope. I've been down so bad, with faith, everything's possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike Lindell, you got a great story. You got a great business. You're helping out our hospitals around the United States. We thank you for that, and we thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, and God bless. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Absolutely. It's Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow. You go to mypillow.com for more information.